Hi everyone, it's Mr. Huff. Today we're going to be talking about shapes. Shapes are an element of art and they're flat. They're two-dimensional, meaning they only have length and width. All shapes will fall into one of two categories: geometric shapes or organic shapes. Sometimes organic shapes are also called free-form shapes. Let's talk about geometric shapes first. Geometric shapes are easy to recognize, and sometimes you can use math to find out information about those shapes. And they generally have a specific name associated with them, like circle, square, triangle, rectangle, trapezoid, and so on. Organic or free-form shapes are shapes that seem to follow no real rules. Organic shapes do not generally have a name associated with them, and they're typically not man-made. So if you think of shapes from nature, those would be organic shapes. So the outline of people, that's an organic shape. The outline of a bug, that's an organic shape. The outline of a tree, a leaf, all of those things are organic shapes. But if you thought of an outline of a house or a car, those are a combination of geometric shapes. So let's take a little closer look at shapes. Let's take a look at these shapes. There are 4 blue shapes on the screen: hexagon, circle, square, triangle. Notice these shapes are flat. You can measure from bottom to top or side to side. These shapes are also symmetrical, meaning they are the same if you split them down the middle. But let's take a look at them next to their corresponding form: a hexagonal prism, a sphere, a cube, and a pyramid. Notice the difference between the blue shapes and the wooden forms. Form is also an element of art, but forms and shapes are different. If you put shapes together, you can make a picture using just shapes. Shapes sometimes tell us which direction to go, and you can also repeat shapes to make a pattern. All right, everybody, now it's time to check our understanding of organic shapes and geometric shapes. That means it's time to play 2 reals and a fake. You're going to choose the wrong answer this time. So select the number above the wrong answer. Find the fake. Here we go. Two reals and a fake. I will show 3 pictures. 2 of the pictures will match the description and 1 will not. Choose the one that doesn't match. Geometric shapes. Which one is not a geometric shape? Type your answers in the chat. If you chose number 3, you're right. Number 3 is a form, not a flat geometric shape. Let's do geometric shapes again. Which one is the fake? That's right. Number 2 is the fake. 2 was an organic shape. Let's look at organic shapes now. 2 of the pictures are organic shapes, and 1 is not. Find the fake. If you chose number 1 this time, you got it right. You found the fake. The geometric shape robot is not an organic shape. Great job. Now it's time to draw our color shape robot. Gather your art supplies and meet right back here. Before we get started, let's notice the example of the geometric shape robot. Notice the head is a rectangle, the eyes are circles, the neck is a square, the body is a rectangle, the buttons are circle, triangle, square. All of the components in this robot are going to be geometric. So now I'm ready to draw my geometric shape robot. And I'm going to start by drawing the head way up at the top. And I'm going to draw a rectangle for the head. I'm going to put a square below it. I'm going to make the body wider than the head. So I'm going to make the shoulders way over there. And make this be the body. But really, this is just rectangle, square, rectangle, isn't it? So inside the body, I'm going to make the control panel. And I drew another rectangle inside. The example showed circle, triangle, square. But I'm going to try and draw a more complicated geometric shape, but then an easy one. And a heart is also a geometric shape. I'm going to draw rectangles for eyes. I'm going to draw a rectangle for the nose, or maybe that looks a little bit more like a square. I'm going to draw my robot smiling. So I'm going to draw circles. Those will represent lights for the robot's smile. I'm going to do some half circles for the ears. And then I'm going to put some antenna sections on it. And even those look like lines, I'm going to call them really skinny rectangles. It's time to put some arms on a robot. And I'm going to draw a rectangle, another rectangle, and then a skinny rectangle. That's one hand. I'm going to draw a rectangle on this side, another rectangle over here, and then a skinny rectangle for the hand. Now I've got to put legs on my robot. I got to scoop my paper up. So I'm going to use rectangle legs, and I'm going to make 2 sections for the leg, and then a long rectangle for the foot. Another leg, which is just a rectangle. A second part of the leg, which is another rectangle. and then a long rectangle for the foot. Now you can color your robot any colors that you like. Thanks for taking the time to draw the geometric shape robot with me. Now take your time and color it in. I can't wait to see what you end up with. This is how I colored my robot. Just get your supplies and we can begin. Even though this is sped up really fast, you'll notice that I start coloring the outside first, and then I fill in the middle, and then I go over it one more time to make the color really smooth. You can use a variety of methods, and you can use light pressure or firm pressure to get different results. You can see that I go over one area more than one time so that I get the result that I want, a nice uniform coverage. I really had fun drawing the geometric shape robot with you. Come back next time and we'll see what else we can do with shapes. See you later.